In the vast expanse of golden sand dunes stretching beyond the horizon, where the sun descended nightly in a blaze of saffron and crimson, a story unlike any other unfolded. It was a story carried on the desert wind, the tale of Amir, the proud stoic chieftain of the Kaisar tribe, and his most loyal knight, Sadiq. Amir, even as a young boy, was destined for greatness. He bore the sharp features of his father, a striking jawline accentuated by strands of hair the color of the darkest night. On one such evening, Amir found a shadow barely visible against the sands. It was a child, a boy of no more than 5 or 6, wrapped in rags, his eyes wide and pleading in the moonlight. The boy didn't answer with words. Perhaps he didn't have them, but the way he reached for Amir with trembling hands spoke volumes. And so, beneath the stars, the young chieftain made a decision that would change both their lives. "I'll take care of you," he said, lifting the boy into his arms. Amir named the boy Sadiq, meaning loyal, unaware at the time how prophetic the name would become. Sadiq grew strong under Amir's care. As Amir rose to prominence, proving himself a chieftain as wise as he was brave, Sadiq stood at his side, a knight, a brother, and in time, something more. But the confession of such feelings is never simple, especially not in the Ashraf Desert, where traditions dictated the roles one could play and the loves one could claim. The connection between Amir and Sadiq, forged in loyalty and deepened by years together, was as forbidden as it was undeniable. As the years passed, Amir and Sadiq's bond grew, tested by the fierce sands and the traditions of the Ashraf Desert. Their loyalty to each other was unmatched, yet their hearts held secrets that defied the laws of their world. The love they shared was forbidden, hidden beneath the desert stars, an unspoken truth that neither dared to voice. Amir wrestled with his feelings, knowing the risks they posed to his leadership and the legacy of his tribe. Yet, in Sadiq's presence, the burdens of tradition seemed to fade, leaving only the clarity of what they truly were to one another. Together, Amir and Sadiq traversed the sweeping sands of the Ashraf Desert, their hearts beating in unison with the rhythm of the land beneath them. Beneath the star-filled sky, Amir wrestled with the weight of tradition, knowing that his love for Sadiq could unravel the stability of his tribe. Sadiq, ever loyal, found his heart torn between the duty to his chieftain and the undeniable truth of his own desires. In the quiet of the night, they stood united, ready to defend their love against the harsh judgments of the world around them. It was during the ambush by the Al-Nujah tribe, longtime rivals of the Kaisar, that things came to a head. The Al-Nujah had charged upon them in the dead of night, their spears gleaming under the crescent moon. Sadiq was never far from his side, his every movement an effortless blend of grace and power as he swung his shield against advancing enemies. The battle was fierce but short-lived, a testament to the unyielding bond between the Kaisar soldiers and their leaders. Afterward, the two stood at the edge of the encampment, where the dunes stretched endlessly, washed in moonlight. Amir's chest heaved as he drank in the cool night air. He turned to Sadiq, who was brushing the sand from his armor. "You always fight like the stars themselves guide your hand," Amir said with a playful smirk. Sadiq laughed, a sound Amir treasured dearly, even if he'd never admitted aloud. "I think the stars prefer you," Sadiq replied. His smile faltered when he caught Amir's gaze. Something passed between them then, unspoken. A tension Amir had tried to bury beneath the weight of his responsibilities, yet could no longer ignore. But before Sadiq could speak further, a voice interrupted. "Chief Amir!" A messenger approached, carrying news that put distance between them again. The annual gathering of the tribes brought with it an air stifling with unspoken truths and external pressures. Amir knew the risks his love for Sadiq posed to his leadership and the legacy of his tribe. At the annual gathering of the tribes, the air was thick with anticipation and unspoken truths. Tribes from across the Ashraf Desert convened at the oasis, a sacred neutral territory, to discuss alliances, trade, and peace, or more often than not, grudges. Chief Basim of the Al-Yasir tribe noted the way Amir's gaze softened in Sadiq's presence and warned, "Young Amir, rumors abound. Do you not see how they look at you and your knight?" Amir stiffened but held Basim's gaze. "Sadiq is my most trusted warrior. If they speak against him, they speak against me. I would rather face their wrath than deny what is in my heart." Meanwhile, in the privacy of his own tent, Sadiq wrestled with his own feelings. His loyalty to Amir had evolved into something deeper, a bond that blurred the lines between duty and desire. Amir reached out, his calloused hand resting against Sadiq's face. "And I love you," Amir whispered. "I have for longer than I can remember." "My loyalty has always been yours," Sadiq said, his voice trembling. "Not just as your knight, but as the man who loves you." Amir reached out, his calloused hand resting against Sadiq's face. "And I love you," Amir whispered. "I have for longer than I can remember." Their love, as tender as it was formidable, soon became a matter of contention among the tribes. Some tribes, like the Al-Yasir, chose quiet acceptance, viewing the bond between Amir and Sadiq as a personal matter. Others, particularly the embittered Al-Nuja, saw it as a weakness to exploit. Amir and Sadiq stood united, their love tested not only by the politics of the desert, but also by their own fears. Yet, with each obstacle, their bond only deepened, proving what Amir had always known, that love, like the resilient sands of the Ashraf Desert, could weather any storm.